Hey guys, and welcome back. This is the final part of my room redo, rearrange, declutter, all that. I originally, when I first started doing this series, I was going to also include my closet slash office area in this, but this has taken so long, and I just decided that I would just keep it as the room for right now and do the closet slash office as a different video. That way everybody could see the final outcome of this room or my room. It's not completely done, guys. I still want to paint the walls, and I still have to hang some of the decor that I want up and everything. I just have not done that yet in this video, but I will give a later update once I get stuff hung up and everything. Um, By the way, if you were new here, hi, my name is Tasha. I am a mama of four. I have three older boys and one little girl. And yeah, this on this channel, I like to do content of cleaning, organizing, decluttering, rearranging, DIYs, and remodeling and stuff like that, fixing things up. And most of the time, we just use what we already have. I do not like to go out here and just randomly buy stuff just because I feel like I need it or it would be a lot better if I had it. A lot of times, I will actually take and use things that are meant for one thing, but I'll take and I'll reuse it for something else to make it work. But anyway, if you're new here, thank you so much for being here. If you're not new here, welcome back, guys. I know that I have not been consistent. It's just, I think I'm just kind of in that. I don't want to say like a depression or anything like that. It's just the motivation is very much lacking on my part. I do have plans for some more content coming out. I'm not sure how it will work, but I'm hoping that it'll help me have more of a motivation to get things done and do things because I really, really, really need to do a deep clean on just about every single part of the house. Um, so yeah, and not only that, we have been currently potty training. And let me just say, guys, it is going so, so well. She is so smart and she works so hard on potty training. Um, but anyway, yeah, just I really don't know if it's just because it's the beginning of the year and I'm just kind of blah or what it is, or maybe it's the weather. Honestly, I don't know, guys, but I'm really trying to get back in the habit of making sure I get a video out every single week. I know it's been like what, probably 2 weeks since I've put a video out. I do apologize for that, guys, but like I said, I'm not sure what the funk is that I am in, but I am trying to work through it, and I hope that you guys will work through the funk with me too. Especially if you were in just that type of mood. I don't know. I don't know if anybody else gets like that or not, but I'm just it's just, I don't know. I really don't. I know that I need to get out of this funk and I need to get crap done. I don't, yeah. I guess we'll see, because let's just work together to get the stuff done that needs to be done. I think that's what we should do. But I'll come back in just a second. and explain some of the idea of what I have to hopefully help me be able to get over the funk and feeling so overwhelmed because the whole house needs deep cleaned. But I'll be right back to tell you that in just a second. Okay, so let me just explain what I am doing. I am taking down everything off the wall because I want to put some shelves up by the TV and everything. And I worked, if you'll remember, in the first video that I posted on this little series of my room and stuff. I started on my side of the room and I have worked all the way around. There's only two spots, well, three spots that I did not touch, and that would be my wife's trunk that is right by the door, her nightstand, and the shelf above her nightstand. I didn't do anything with that because she's got papers and stuff there, and I don't know what she wants done with it. But everything else I did, and I also didn't touch her clothes. I didn't declutter her clothes or anything like that because, again, that is for her to do. I'm not doing it. I ain't even trying to do that. But everything else I did go through and declutter and wipe down and clean. I even, got any dust webs or dirt or whatever off the walls. I even took a mop and mopped the walls. And at the end of this, I do show a overview of what the room looks like afterwards. And again, guys, I'm not completely done because there is still things that I really want to do to this room. It's just, a time thing, and the paint that I want, I'm not 100% decided on what color. Yeah, yeah, this would be my youngest son. He is, I don't know. He's mama's special boy. Let's just say that. Uh, and I don't mean that in a mean way. But yeah, we're not 100% decided on what color we want the room. And then on top of that, paint costs money, which, if you know us, we like to save in order to be able to do projects like that and everything. And anything you see me doing the in the room, like the shelves, we already had those shelves. I'm just reusing them. Anything that you'll see that I put lights up, we already had that and everything, because, like, ever since I decided that I wanted to redo this room, I have been slowly buying and, gathering the stuff that I wanted to use in the room. So, because we're not going to go into debt for something like that. We're not going to uh, put our money on things that isn't a necessity or, a need. We just, we spend our money, we make sure our kids is good first and foremost, and bills are paid. Um, and then if we have anything, left over after that, after putting stuff into savings, in case something major happens, like have to get a tire or a car fixed or whatever, then if we have any extra money, then we will take and, get like little things like paint or whatever to redo a room. That's just how we've always done it, and it's worked so far. It may take longer for us to get things redone or whatever, but I mean, it's not a necessity. Anyway, I am like, I don't know. I'm like squirreling so bad while doing this voiceover. I do apologize. Um, but yeah, one thing that I am thinking that I want to do, because I am so overwhelmed, because so many areas in the house needs to be deep cleaned and decluttered and stuff like that. So I am thinking that I am going to get like little pieces of paper and write down the rooms in the house, like, master bathroom, or uh kids bathroom, kitchen, dining room, living room, washroom, things like that, and put the rooms on a folded piece of paper and put it in a hat or something. Um, and for each time that I go to do like a deep clean, I will pick out of the hat, and whatever room I get will be the room that I deep clean that day. But I'm thinking that I might make, in order to, have content and stuff, I will probably take and record, you know, weekly, or I really want to get back into doing, recording twice a week. I hate that I got out of the habit of doing that, guys. It's, hopefully I will be, oh my gosh. Hopefully I'll be able to get back on track. That's just all I'm going to say. I'm just hoping that, drawing the rooms out of a hat or a bowl or whatever, I'm hoping that this will help me not feel so overwhelmed. That way I can look at it and be like, okay, this is what I'm doing. Just focus on this, get this done. I think one of the kids was fighting or something, so excuse my face on that part. And another thing, I did speed this video up more than I usually do, only because this video was very, very long. I don't even know how many hours of footage I had, but I wanted to go ahead and make this the last video of the room for now. And I had to get all of that down to like 32 minutes of footage. So I did speed it up more than normal. But yeah, guys, like I'm really trying. Okay, I really am. I've got to really try to get out of the funk that I'm in. I'm trying to do that too. So if you guys could please bear with me and, like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, get the videos out there. Yeah. And also, guys, let's not be mean people, please, because I have recently been seeing on a lot of content creators, comments and stuff like that. There is some very, very mean people out there. And I don't understand. If you don't have anything nice to say, or if you have a problem with somebody, why would you take the time out of your day to sit there and put it in a comment that nobody's really even going to freaking see? Like, I mean, why would you waste your brain cells to even comment anything mean? Like, I really don't understand that. Of course, I guess I was raised different than people like that. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, guys, I am going to stop talking for now. I don't know if there's anything else that I'll have to come back on and say, but I hope that this gives you guys some kind of motivation or entertainment that you're looking for, something like that. But I do hope that you guys will come back, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and will continue coming back for future projects and videos and everything else that I plan on doing. Like I said, just bear with me while I get myself back on track and everything and get out of the funk. But yeah, guys, I greatly appreciate you all being here. Thank you so much. also want to let you guys know that the way that I was doing this is I had like boxes and a bin or whatever on the bed and things that went into another room. Like, say, we had tools, and we usually store our tools or whatever in the washroom. And I'd put it in the bin, and then once I was, done getting all the tools gathered up and stuff like that, I would take the bin to the washroom. That way, when it comes time to deep clean the washroom and organize it and stuff like that, then the bin will be there and I can just put it where it goes. And the reason that I just take the bin to that area is because I know if I take the bin to that area and start trying to put the stuff away immediately, I know that I am going to squirrel and get distracted doing that, and then nothing will get done where I was previously at, which was in my room. So yeah, I tend to just take this stuff and place it where, the area that it goes in. That way later I can go back and put it in its actual home. Um, but yeah, I just, I wanted to go through all of this because I wanted shelves. That way our dressers wasn't so cluttered, and that way I can display the stuff I want, and it's not like, in front of each other to where you can't see what's going on. Like if it's a picture, I want to be able to see who's in that picture and stuff. I don't want something in front of that. And the way the dressers and stuff was before, that's exactly how it was, and I can't stand that. And this redoing this room and decluttering it and everything has been a long, long time coming. And I am so glad that I finally was able to get it done like I did. Um, Even though I still have more ideas, that I can um, better use space and everything. I just have not exactly settled on how I want to, um what's the word I'm looking for? I haven't exactly decided on how I want to utilize the space the best, cuz I have like a lot of ideas, but narrowing it down to just like one idea is kind of hard for me. Um but anyway, also above the TV, I really want to get me a long shelf to go across the top. Not necessarily across the top of the TV, but up above those top shelves there. I want to take and put a long shelf up there. That way, um, I can put some other uh decor and stuff like that up there. Or pictures, because I do have a lot of pictures in here, and I like for my pictures to be displayed and everything. I know that my room probably does look cluttered still yet, even after all this, but all this stuff that is in here is stuff that is meaningful and that I cannot and will not let go of. Like, see all the pictures right there across the dresser? That is pictures of my babies. Those pictures are not going anywhere, and I will display them no matter what. Um, so yeah, the things that we have up and everything is stuff that is meaningful to us and everything. So that is exactly why it is there. And why I want to get another shelf across the top. That way we can display more of our stuff. But anyway, guys, I have talked so much, and I'll just let y'all continue watching the rest of this video, and I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your night, day, whatever it is, wherever you are. Stay safe out there with this weather that has been going on, and I love you guys, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.